now it comes to the technical preparation. Now it's important part. How you need to prepare technically. What kind of technical preparation you need to do. So I have asked you to take a break, right? So in that break, what kind of things you would be doing? Now, you should make good notes. I provide a lot of things, right? I provide videos, I provide some content, I provide mind maps, a lot of things I provide. But nothing will help you more than your own notes. Okay? Nothing will help you more than your own notes. Whatever the way you make it, it can be on a, so this good notes is not on the side that you need to prepare it on the day of the interview. These notes, when you are studying it, you need to prepare it, right? When you're studying it, you need to prepare these notes. Now I will let you know what are the good ways to prepare notes. So you can use the traditional method to prepare your notes on with pen and paper. That's a good work. You can have a notebook with you with a pen and paper. That's perfectly fine. Okay, you can also prepare your notes on an Excel sheet. Some people use Excel sheet. It's easy to figure it out. It's easy to search on the Excel sheet quickly one particular topic. So you can use Excel sheet. One very good note is Microsoft OneNote. Try to use Microsoft OneNote. Earlier in my trainings, I was giving all the trainings on OneNote. All the notes was saved in Microsoft OneNote. It has a particular structured way you can store the topics you can write, and then you can write something, you can copy paste something, you can put your screenshots of the topic. Let me give you a look at how the Microsoft OneNote will look. Okay, that's a good way to prepare notes. Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos. Let me check if it's open. I have something opened. So you can see here. So this is the one of the 2019 batch. This is how we were delivering the training earlier. So I have all the notes saved here into the different topics. Okay, so you can also save your notes here. You can create a books. You can create a separate books here. In the books, you can create a topic. You can put a screenshot. Let's say you are learning on a particular topic in sourcing and procurement. You are learning on the enterprise structure configurations, right? So whatever the things we have learned, you can straight away type it here. Okay, if you have learned something listening to video, in a video you have seen something, some diagram which I have prepared. Let's say this is a diagram I have prepared, right? And you say, okay, this is the good. If I just see this one, it would be good. Take a snapshot, take a screenshot from the video and put it here in your OneNote. Okay, that you can do it. When you're doing some Google search, you find something, some good article related to that topic of enterprise structure. You want to know a little bit more, right? So you can copy that link and store it here. Okay, when you're doing in the system, I always prefer that what are the things you're doing it in the system, note down on your own. Okay, note down on your own, prepare your own documents. So you can go here and put all the points which you have done step by step. In this way, I have created some exercise here. Let's say this is AATP configurations I have done. Okay, so you can put step by step. It will take a little bit of time. It's on cloud. Yeah, you can put step by step what are the configurations you have done. Okay, here and put it here. So that's your notes. That's not my notes. That's your notes, right? You need to prepare yourself. So when are you studying it? During study, prepare these kind of notes. That notes will help a lot to you. So when I'm giving you a break of one day break, I'm talking about you. What you need to go through, you need to go through this kind of stuff only. You need to go through with these kind of stuff. Your notes, you need to review it. Whatever the way you create in Excel, you create in OneNote. OneNote, I feel it is very good for the preparation. Topics wise, you can put all the information at one place. It's free to use. If you have a Windows laptop, it's free to use. You can put all the notes there. Wherever you find on a particular topic good picture or good content, you can copy paste it here directly. Okay, if you know something, the concept has been cleared, you can just note it down here. So that is digitally available with you. That's a good thing. Okay. Sometimes the diaries, notebook, you will lost it, right? And then all the work has been lost. Okay. It happened to me twice that I have prepared some very good notes and then it has been lost. So this would be available in the cloud. Information has been stored. You can use it from the multiple devices. And when your laptop is not working, you can use from phone. If the phone is not working, you can borrow a laptop, log in with your Microsoft account, and then you will be able to use it. So have a very good structure of your notes. That is going to help you a lot before interviews. I don't expect that there are some specific topics you can read which they want, but if you will prepare a good notes, you can just browse over your notes. The browsing over notes for 2, 3, 4 hours will quickly refresh all of your concepts. Everything would be refreshed quickly if you browse over your notes, right? The another thing you can use it mind map, which I'm using it now. So these mind maps which I am preparing, it's also work for me as a notes, right? So a lot of people ask me that can we get exactly the same kind of mind map which I am preparing it. It's not possible to share it. The best way is you prepare your own mind map. You can download the software which I am using. I'm telling you it's Xmind. Okay. It's not useful for giving the training, but it's very useful to keeping the things here. If I find something, I can copy paste it. I can put the structure in a way of mind map, in the way of notes. I can expand the notes and quickly go through the topics, right? So I prefer that you create your own mind maps. Okay. When you're doing your assignment nowadays, when we are giving assignment, we are giving a templates also. There would be a Word template would be there in assignment, and then there would be PPT would be there in assignment. If you will not get it in the different trainings, you will start getting it. So what we recommend that any assignment when you're doing it, you have done it, recording and creating a document for you is very important. Make sure you are recording it and creating a document for yourself. Okay, it can be a Word document, PPT document, which we give it to you. Prepare that document, put all the screenshots, send it back to us. Then you will be also be having a 15 to 20 Word documents, 15 to 20 PPTs, which you have prepared. Take my word, I give you a PPT, you get some PPT from somewhere, you get some Word document somewhere. If you will be reading that, it will take a 1 day in one document. But if you have prepared the document, you will just quickly open, you will just browse over. Within 5 minutes, everything would be there back in your mind. Okay. I prefer pen and paper to use. Let's say I'm delivering a session right now, right? And you're getting some good points. That pointers, you can note it down in a pen and paper, but also transfer them digitally. Okay, transfer them digitally on a OneNote, on a mind map, on a Word template, on a PPT, and store it with you, right? Okay, there's a lot of content available in the everywhere, right? But the content which you have written for yourself is the best content for you. So make sure you make a good notes, and in that 1 day break, you need to go through these notes. Okay, so different way you can prepare these notes, and you can go through these notes. The other thing you need to do is sometime what happens that you know that you have taken the training and the interviews are coming later on, and then you don't have a good hands-on on the system. Also, spend some time on system navigation. System navigation means you can go especially into the SPRO, okay, and configuration notes. Because sometimes the people would be checking how good hands-on you have, whether you have really worked or not. They would be asking where you will do this configuration, where exactly you will go. Tell me the transaction code. Transaction code you might not be able to remember. But if you have gone through, spent some time into the SPRO, going into the configuration notes of your area, and that would be fresh in your mind, at least you would be able to tell, okay, I will go into the enterprise structure, I will go into the assignments, I will go into that node, and then I will do it. Okay, or I will go into the materials management, or I will go into the sales and distribution, general settings, general configurations. I will go into particular node and I will do it. Okay, try to spend some time on the system. That is going to help you. Work on specific topic asked in JD. If JD has been asked, in the JD has been asked on the inventory management, they need a lot of things, right? So in that last stage, find out some time and try to work on that particular thing. Recently, I was taking a success story interview of Shantanu. He mentioned that when he went to the job description, the job profiles, he found that PP is complementary, QM is there. A lot of things has been asked in the QM. They are looking for PPQM consultant rather than the PP consultant. So he put it in his profile as a QM, he put it. And then he also got the interview. They said it would be on QM. So he spent 3 days, 3 days of time prepare himself on the QM. Okay, some basic stuff he has prepared. And then his interviews was both on PP and QM, and he was able to got through with that interview also, because he has prepared something which has been asked. Okay, so work on the specific topics on the last days, which is specifically highlighted in the JD. JD is important, right? In our all products in the bundles, we have an interview preparation. So we have interview preparation products. It is available in Sastrageek Teachable. On Sastrageek Teachable, if you have gone through the bundle, in all of the places, we have also put it the interview questions that is to help you out. Okay, these are some generic interview questions which will be asked. So you need to go through these parts and make sure that you have at least gone through, so that some questions will be there in your mind. It will be set it up. It will be freeze in your mind that what you need to speak of. That is important, right? Then very important thing, prepare for scenario-based questions. Prepare for scenario-based questions. Now, scenario-based questions, the people, what they think that, okay, consignment process, I know, third-party sales, I know, enterprise structure, I know this, but many times the questions would not be straight. The question would be on the scenario-based question would be asked to you, right? So how to prepare for the scenario-based questions? Always, whatever the configuration or whatever the concept you have learned, whether it's a consignment process, right? There would be some interviews which will be asking, okay, consignment process, what is the master data required? What is the configuration required? Done, right? Some interviews would be asking that in which particular case, in which business scenarios, this consignment process would be useful, right? So whatever the strong interview would be asking you, what is your strong part? Okay, which strong things you have worked. You will be highlighting some things in your interview. I would be coming to that point later, that how you need to give your interview, that we'll be talking about a little bit from now. All right. So what you need to think about, that key scenarios which you are highlighting it, you should be ready with the scenario-based questions. In the scenario-based question, you need to know that if you are explaining a consignment process or if you're explaining a subcontracting process, what is subcontracting process, for which business scenario it was used in your company, have you implemented it? If you have implemented, what was the business scenario for you where you have implemented the subcontracting process? What kind of challenges, what kind of issues are there? So you need to go one step more, right, in your preparation. So SAP scenario, you would be knowing it. On this SAP scenario, try to do some more search on it. If you will go through my explanation, I always explain the business scenario. What is the business scenario? What is the business challenges? And what are the things? So that all things you should know. Even it has been missed from the interviews, you can also search on the Google. You will be able to find, not for each and every scenario, but for 3 or 4 particular scenario, which you would be talking that, okay, this is my strong scenarios, I have worked on them. So for that SAP scenario, make ready with the business scenario. What was the business scenario, where it has been implemented? What challenges you faced while implementing it? Okay. Problems and issues and how you resolved it.
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
I always prefer to recommend to people everything need to be going into a story mode. Okay, everything need to be going into a story mode. So whenever the scenario has been asked to you, you need to explain, okay, that was the case happen. We came to through that particular client. He was having that kind of requirement. For that kind of requirement, this was his business scenario. And for his business scenario, we discussed that, okay, you can go ahead with the subcontracting process. And then we set it up the master data. And then you can also, they can ask for the challenges, or you can also tell them upfront, you can tell them, okay, we face a lot of challenges there. A lot of problems and issues came up, and those problems and issues we try to solve in a particular manner, right? So that kind of story should be there with all of your scenarios. I find that the straight away questions, all the people are able to answer into it, okay? But they get stuck when it comes to the scenario based questions. Few questions would be very difficult for you. You have not worked on, you will not be able to answer it. If you have shown a very basic experience and the question has been asked, then interviewer is wrong to ask you that question. But you should always try to answer it by thinking yourself that what was the point, what was the thing. Try to correlate with your learnings and try to answer it. If there is some topic which you don't know at all, right? He's asking you and you don't know at all. Don't try to give some fake answers. Just clearly say that I did not get chance to work on this particular part, but I would be working a little bit later on it, right? If I get a chance, I would be learning it. I would be happy to learn it. That kind of things you can tell. So this is how you need to prepare for the scenario-based question. You need to prepare challenges, problems, issues, and scenarios.